Yay Networks.
Welcome to A Sandwich and Some Lovin' podcast. I'm Kellie Raspberry Evans, ready and willing and able to serve. And this is my husband and podcast co-host, Alan Evans.
Train in the house.
You ready and willing? You serving?
I am ready to serve.
Not willing?
I'm willing to.
I'm here. Able?
I am here under my own free will.
Well, I'm feeling better. Thank you. I had a lot of people reach out to me and say they were praying for me, offering lots of suggestions. Even had Sarah Venmo me $10.
Sarah Reed Spencer?
Yes, Venmo'd me $10.
What'd she Venmo you $10
and
for?
Said, go to Starbucks and get a medicine ball.
She Venmo me $10.
Go get a medicine ball. Wasn't that the sweetest?
That is sweet.
It's
very
a special
sweet.
tea, apparently, that I had never heard of before, but apparently everybody else knew about it. And so anyway, that was very, very sweet.
We have the sweetest listeners.
And Melanie Shaw Lansford, she sent us this beautiful, large Christmas ornament. It's big.
It's the biggest Christmas ornament on the tree. Yeah.
But she said she knew it was large.
It's beautiful.
She said, but she tried to include everybody in our family. So it's like a sheet pan, like a cookie sheet, and little gingerbread cookies. And there's one for me and Alan. There's one for all four of our kids. There's one for Larry and Zoe. And there's even a little angel one for George, my dog that passed away.
Amen.
Isn't that sweet?
She included Larry?
Yes.
Why?
Stop. It's not funny when you're rude to Larry. I have to overcompensate.
I'm not rude to Larry.
I have to love Larry a little bit harder and more effusively because
I love
of
Larry.
Alan's
I feed
lack
Larry.
of interest.
I
Just
feed Larry
feeding him is
every
not
morning.
enough.
I give Larry his medication. I take Larry to his grooming sessions. I take
enough.
Larry to the vet. I took Larry to the allergist.
He needs to be told he's a good boy.
And then dropped $900.
He needs to be told he's a good boy and how much you love him.
Uh-huh.
That's what I do for him. I was even
yeah.
singing to him tonight to compensate
for
Alan's lack of interest.
I don't know
him.
that Larry understands a lot.
Larry understands. You know why? Because he loves me more than anybody. Because I show him the most love.
But when you make outlandish statements like, Larry, you're the best dog in the world.
That's what I was singing to him tonight. Singing to
the best dog in the world.
Singing to Larry, you're the best dog in the world, and I love you more than any other dog in the world.
And then Zoe standing right there.
Zoe doesn't care. If I put Larry down, she'll jump on him. And if I show Larry any attention, she can't have it. Cannot have it. But I'll tell you this. Zoe loved me last night. I had a very long day yesterday. Y'all know I've been sick with a cold. Not that I complain a lot, but I've not been feeling great. Mm-hmm. And so did I tell about going to get the Sudafed behind the counter? I can't remember.
No, you did. I don't believe you did.
Okay. So long story short, I'd been using nasal spray, but you're not supposed to use nasal spray for more than 3 days because what it ends up doing is having the adverse reaction. And while it opens you up temporarily, when your nose swell shuts again, it gets worse and worse. And it got to the point where I couldn't get any air in or out.
Why does it do that?
I don't know.
Does it inflame the tissue or something?
Yeah, I did talk about it because I said somebody we know and love got addicted.
Part. Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, did I tell I
No, you didn't talk about the Sudafed, though.
Well, I went to the pharmacist, and he said, take the Sudafed from behind the counter that I feel like I told this. I'm rehashing
Maybe
it real quick.
you did. I'm having a false memory.
I'm give you the stuff that you have to show your driver's license to get, but the pharmacist said, listen, if you take this before bed, you got to take it with a Benadryl, because if you don't, you're not going to be able to go to sleep. And I told the pharmacist, psh, I'm Kellie Raspberry. Mm-hmm. I can drink a Diet Pepsi and a Starbucks. I did tell this, didn't I, before I go to bed?
And you're the same one who drops the nose thing like in your brain instead of snorting it.
I said, so I don't thank you for your advice, but that doesn't apply to me.
Doesn't apply to you, no.
So the first night I listened to him because I was just like, whatever the doctor said. So I did it and I got through the night. The second night was last night, and I had to take my daughter and her friends over an hour and a half away in the dark to Fort Worth, Texas. Now, if you're not familiar with Fort Worth, Texas, love Fort Worth, Texas, but the roads are cray-cray.
Cowtown.
The roads are cray-cray. It's if you don't know what you're doing.
Why are the roads cray-cray?
They're just, they say exit here. It's like, you don't know where you're going.
Yeah, they do have some short off-ramps.
Very short.
Very short
and I don't know where I'm going. And I've got the Waze in my hand. I'm driving with one hand, and it's dark, and the kids are all chattering because they're excited about a concert. And I'm trying to. It was a scary situation.
Giggling.
So went to the concert. It was good. You know, the guy sitting next to me. I'm sitting down. My daughter is. I'm there for her. She's enjoying it. It was Doja Cat. Lil Nas X.
Nas X?
Bozzy.
Was he being lewd?
He was not being as lewd as he has been in previous performances.
That's a lewd guy.
He was not, making out and
That is
stuff.
a lewd
But
guy.
there was Dixie D'Amelio. Who else was there? I'm drawing a blank. Oh,
Charlie
AJR. No, he wasn't
Kesha?
there this time. No.
Camilla Cabello?
Stop. No. Anyway, so these guys, I'm sitting there, and these guys come in, about 5 of them, and they sit right next to me, one of them. And he looks like, if I had to say, he looked like a cleaned up version of Post Malone.
Okay.
That's what he reminded me
Did he
of.
have
Like
face tattoos?
If Post Malone did a cleaned up version.
Oh.
If Post Malone didn't have face tattoos, it was just like a regular guy, shirt tail tucked out, kind of just hanging. That's what he reminded me of, like a clean cut. A more clean cut. I shouldn't say completely clean cut.
What are you saying? Guys
version.
with tattoos are dirty?
No, I'm just saying Post Malone looks dirty. And I'm sorry if anybody gets mad at me, but he does.
Posty looks dirty?
I'm not going to get in that debate. Don't sidetrack me. So here the guy's just sitting there with his buddies, and they're watching Lil Nas X, and I'm sitting down too, and everybody else is standing around us cheering. He said, "Do you mind if I ask you a question?" Have I told you this story?
You told me.
I told
yeah.
you. I can't remember who I tell what.
Yeah.
Ma'am, may I ask you a question? I said, sure. How old are you? I said, 54. I probably could have got away with saying something younger, but I was like,
So this guy you don't know from Adam just looks at you and
How
asks
old are
you
you?
your age.
Yep, ma'am.
You should have told him to kick rocks.
Why?
That's none of your business.
Well, who cares? I said 54, and he said, I'm 25. He said, is this your kind of music? I said, well, I can appreciate it. He said, I imagine you're more into like the classic rock.
The classic rock.
Because he could look at me. I said, I like some classic rock. I didn't feel the need at this point because Lil Nas X is singing and he's yelling in my ear, and I didn't need to go through. I'm really into boy bands and all that stuff.
Right.
And normally I engage, and I would have gone through my whole medical taste library or whatever you want to call it.
So wait a second. So who was this a-hole?
I don't know. He said, I'm 25. He said, you seem like you would like more of the classic rock stuff. And I'm like, well, yeah, I like classic rock.
Was he there with anybody? Or?
About 5 guys. Are you not listening to my story?
No, some of it.
And so he says, he said something about, what do you think about this guy? I said, well, I'm not into the devil stuff. And he held up his hand and he fist bumped me. He's like, dang right. And he fist bumped me. And he said, would you like a vodka soda? Now, normally I would say, hell yeah, because I like vodka sodas and I wasn't going to have to buy it. But these guys, I said, no, I appreciate it. I'm driving these kids tonight. And he and his buddies were literally, they brought in their own stuff. They were mixing drinks right there in the aisle. And when they finally got up and left, because they were there to see Kid Leroy. And when Kid Leroy got finished and they left, you should have seen the mess they left behind from all their cocktail mixing.
So they snuck in their stuff?
I guess. I don't know how they managed it. But they offered me a vodka soda. I don't think he was hitting on me. I think it was just one of those friendly kind of, we're both sitting down during this artist. We've obviously, this isn't our cup of tea.
He was just kind of feeling it.
But I'm like, I don't know.
So this guy, young enough to be your son,
He was 25.
asked you
If I wanted a vodka soda.
if you wanted a vodka soda.
Yeah.
Huh.
I didn't flash my wedding ring in his hand, in his face. I don't think he was hitting on me. But
Well,
I thought it was kind of
It's hard
funny.
to tell. It doesn't sound like it. I think he was just being friendly.
So I get home after the concert. One of the girls dropped her phone, destroyed it. I felt bad, but oh well.
No case?
Her mom had, a case, but she dropped it hard on
Oh,
that
it was one of those
concrete.
fashion cases.
And
right?
her mom, when she called her and told her mom's like, that's what insurance is for. That's a cool mom.
Oh, wow.
Anyway, by the time I get all the kids home, it is midnight when I get back to Evans Manor. And I'm like, I can't breathe, the night air, so I'm going to take one of these Sudafeds.
Right.
And I didn't take the doctor's advice and get the Benadryl. I just took the Sudafed. Well, guess what? Listen to your pharmacist. I was up literally all night. I laid there with Zoe. Zoe was giving me lots of sweet kisses. She was loving my attention because I'm rubbing her and loving her. The last time I looked at the clock, it was 3:30 in the morning. Do y'all know what time my alarm clock goes off? 4.
What was the kid doing?
You were asleep.
Snoring?
You were asleep. You said goodnight to me. You stayed up till I got home.
I tried to stay up, but
you did stay up till I got
pushed.
home. But you went to sleep, and I laid there. I wasn't tired. I wasn't sleepy. I was just laying there. Like, I should have gotten up and done stuff. But I kept thinking, if I lay here long enough, maybe I'll go to sleep. And I guess I did between 3:30 and 4 because I woke up to the alarm going off. So I've been like buzzing, and I'm probably going to be a little chatty tonight because I'm operating on 1 hour's sleep.
Tonight?
No, tonight I'm going to bed.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you mean tonight I'm chatty?
Yeah.
Would you like me to shut up the rest of the podcast?
No,
I can.
but why don't you do that?
All right.
Thank you.
Are you looking to buy a bike? Do you want one ready to go, or do you want to customize your build? Whatever it is you're looking for in the world of biking, CompetitiveCyclist.com is your one-stop online bike shop. So if you're into cross-country racing, maybe you compete in triathlons, do you prefer climbing up mountains or shredding down them? No matter what you prefer, CompetitiveCyclist.com is a must-stop shop before your next big ride. Competitive Cyclist is the online specialty retailer of road and mountain bikes, components, apparel, and accessories, featuring cycling standout brands, POC, Castelli, Pearl Izumi, 510, and so many more, and an unrivaled in-house bike assembly operation. They bring that personal attention of the best local bike shops, along with the selection and convenience only possible when you're shopping online. But the real difference at Competitive Cyclist is the gearheads. These are former pro athletes, Olympians, and seasoned cyclists. They've got years of experience under their belts, and gearheads are equal parts customer service and cycling fanatics. They are all available by phone, email, or chat to give you their product recommendations and hard-won advice, and they actually get out there and use the gear they're recommending to you. They've got everything from the riding apparel, the helmet, shoes, arm warmers, socks, accessories like bike racks, travel bags, and nutrition, even indoor trainers and rollers. So when you can't go outside to ride in the great outdoors, it keeps you sane while you're indoors. We've got a couple of bikers in our lives, one that competes in triathlons and trains year round, and our brother-in-law, JD.
Yeah, my brother-in-law, he's a serious mountain biker. He really enjoys mountain biking. That's his escape. He got from Competitive Cyclists a Fox racing jersey, Fox shorts, mountain biking shorts, specifically made for mountain biking, and then some Fox gloves. Really, really good looking stuff.
It's the best. And you know what? We know JD's going to love everything he got. We're giving these things to him as Christmas presents. But it's good to know.
So I hope he's not listening.
Competitive Cyclist has 100% guaranteed returns. So whether you're the cyclist enthusiast or you know someone who is, you need to check out CompetitiveCyclist.com, but use this special address to get a great offer.
And you can by going to CompetitiveCyclist.com/SandwichCC and enter promo code SandwichCC to get 15% off your first full price purchase plus free shipping on orders of $50 or more. Some exclusions apply. Go right now and get 15% off plus free shipping at CompetitiveCyclist.com/SandwichCC and enter promo code SandwichCC. That's CompetitiveCyclist.com/SandwichCC. Promo code. What's that promo code, babe?
Sandwich CC.
Yes, Sandwich CC. Some exclusions apply.
I don't care how many times you say it. Somebody's still going to ask, what was that code again?
Sandwich CC.
They are. We appreciate it so much. So anyway, I have talked a lot.
Anything else happen at Jingle Ball?
No, that's, it was just regular. It was a good concert. It was very slick. Each artist, because it's a iHeartRadio production.
iHeartRadio.
And they take this around the country. So some of the same artists perform at all the cities. They bring in different artists for different ones. But it's really quick. Each artist performs about a 15 to 20 minute set.
Mm-hmm. I've been one time, once or twice, haven't I?
Yeah, you've been a couple times. You tend to stay in the VIP area with the clients.
I like the VIP area.
Because there's free drinks.
Yeah, that VIP area was
with the
sweet.
clients.
Do they do that anymore?
They do.
Do they really?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, thanks for the invite.
You want to go all the way to Fort Worth just to get a free drink when you have an entire bar here in our house?
No, not really.
All right.
But no, those years I went, that VIP section was sweet.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, you've got a lot of opportunities to drink free in the next couple weeks. We have been invited
Oh,
to
a lot of holiday parties.
5.
What?
5 Christmas parties. I remember back in the day when I wasn't invited to any. I remember years when I didn't get invited to any, and I'm like, what's wrong with me?
And then you married me and you get invited to all of them.
That's the difference.
No, who's invited
Well, the
us?
first one is my office Christmas party. That's this Friday night.
Amen.
And Boss Man, you know what he did?
Amen.
Did you see the email I forwarded you today?
No, I didn't. What did he say?
Do you ever? Alan gets mad at me about not looking at his Instagram. He never checks emails.
I prioritize my emails.
From your wife?
I flag for five. You know what? When you start looking at my social media, I'll start looking at your emails. How's that? I'll make that deal with you.
Whatever. It's Boss Man is giving every employee, a code for a free Uber ride.
Really?
So we're all safe. He doesn't want anybody drinking and driving.
Oh, for that night. Yeah, that's nice.
What did you think? It was just for whenever?
No, I thought that was your Christmas present.
No, but I thought that was very
No, that is very sweet.
nice and responsible thing to do.
Very thoughtful. Well, George is a very thoughtful guy.
Well, employers need to think about this kind of stuff because you can imagine the climate we're in. If you go to a bar and you drink too much and you go out and you get into an accident, you're going to sue the bar. You're going to sue the bartender. You're going to sue the liquor company you sue everybody. So I'm assuming as an employer, if you throw an office Christmas party and your employee gets drunk and then gets behind the wheel, could they turn around and sue you? They would. They sue everybody.
I don't know. Man.
I don't know, but I just think that was a very sweet, thoughtful, and probably a very responsible thing to do. Employers should consider that. Hello? Hello?
Who is it?
I don't know, but the dogs are going to
George,
start barking.
come on in, man. It's Boss Man.
Boss Man
Here,
showing
I'll
up.
give Boss Man the mic. Here. Hey, man. Hey, Kellie.
Hi, Boss Man.
Hey, I just heard you guys talking about, hey, man.
The office Christmas
yeah,
party.
the office Christmas party. Where are we having this?
I don't remember the name of it, honestly.
I'm giving away some effing really great gifts this year. Like a big screen TV, Apple Watch.
JC always wins.
Yeah, Jay, that asshole. Hey, man. Hey, what else is going on here on the podcast? Anything I should know about?
We were just talking about me, apparently, a lot. Alan has alluded to the fact that I talk too much, and I do.
Well, you talk a lot. We pay you to talk. We pay you by the word. Amen.
That's true.
All right.
That's why I'm a millionaire.
Yeah, that's
Look
true.
it up. CelebrityNetworth.com.
$2 million. Hey,
I think it says I'm worth $5 million.
Okay, well, that's about all I got.
All right. Thanks for stopping by, and thanks for the Uber ride.
Hey, you seen Sean?
Not today. I didn't, Boss
All right.
Man.
You want to get sushi?
Sure.
Okay. It's 2 for $1 day.
Every day.
Effing good, too. It's the
All
best freaking sushi I've ever had.
Maybe tomorrow,
All
Boss
right,
Man.
amen. Okay, I'm leaving. Bye.
Bye, Boss Man. I
There
would
he
have
goes.
gone to lunch.
There he goes.
I could have gone to lunch with Boss Man today, but I took my daddy to lunch for his birthday today.
Boss Man hasn't been on the podcast in a while.
Well, he's been busy.
Yeah, he's been busy.
So anyway, we've got that Christmas party next weekend. The following weekend, I've got 3 Christmas parties. You're not invited to one of them. It's for our.
Well, I didn't want to go anyway.
Well, you're not invited. It's the Radio Girls and their children that we do every year that I tend to host, but this is going to be at Amy's house this time.
Cheering.
But we're going to Kay Shelton's, our listener Kay's, at a Christmas party.
Dear friend Kay.
We've got one the night before. Oh,
My
Big Al.
man.
Big Al's invited us
My
to a Christmas
man.
party at his house, all the way in Waxahachie.
Is he sending us a Learjet up here?
No.
Oh,
No, we're on our own.
Oh, are we going to stay at his house?
No, we're driving back.
Oh.
But if you plan on drinking, we should hire a driver. That's a long way.
We have a dime. We have a driver. That guy.
I know. I said we should hire him.
Yeah.
He's just not there unless he just knows to show up.
It keeps the
We kind of need to call him.
keeps the Bentley out back.
Right, whatever. and then we've invited to another Christmas party, our next door neighbor, our cul-de-sac Christmas. So anyway, yeah, we've got a very festive season to look forward to. Hopefully everybody has, a lot of fun things to look forward to. The holidays are depressing for a lot of people. So hopefully it's a good time for you.
So while you were at Jingle Ball, I rolled down to Oaked. Just because I had a free night. So I went down there to the restaurant and I didn't realize they were doing a wine tasting that night.
Yeah, I want to go to one of those.
Yeah, it's really awesome, guys. So every once in a while, Chef Michael will put together this like a wine tasting event and he'll create like a 5-course meal. So he'll have like 40 people come in and he sells tickets to it. He'll have about 40 people come in and he does a special coursed out meal for all these people. And then he
The
has
pictures you sent me were gorgeous.
Yeah, and then he has wine that goes with each course.
Yeah, it's a pairing. A
Yeah,
wine
a pairing. So then they had a dude who knew a lot about wine. I guess he's a wine guy.
A sommelier?
Maybe. But he was explaining the deal with I was listening because I was sitting at the bar.
You didn't buy a ticket, so you had to sit across the room.
Well, no. If I wanted to go over there and sit down, I most certainly could have.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I could
All
have.
right. Well, you showed them. I'm sure you were dressed for a wine tasting.
Yeah, really. No, but I just sat there at the bar, and there were a couple of people who weren't able to show up. So Mike was slinging me some slop. He gave me a couple of the courses. One was rice with shrimp and scallops, and I'm sure it had a fancy name. And then he had another that was...
Did it have a barbecue element?
Some little pastry he made. No, the ones he does at these wine tastings don't always have a barbecue element.
I'm surprised. I thought he would.
Yeah. I mean, Chef Mike knows more than barbecue, you know.
I know, but it's a barbecue restaurant, so I just assumed that's good to know for people. It's like, I would like to know a wine pairing with barbecue. That's interesting.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure.
Maybe a future one.
I'm sure Chef can tell you. So anyway, I went down to
Sorry,
Oaks.
y'all. I'm still congested.
Yeah,
I'm snorting. I apologize.
So I did that and ate alone, and then drove home, and nobody was here but the dogs, and then waited on you.
Thank you, honey, for waiting on me.
That's kind of all I did.
Well,
not super exciting.
Well, good. I don't want you to have too much fun when it's just you.
Yep.
Start thinking about how good it was back in your bachelor pad.
Oh.
When it was just you.
Yes. We have a couple of letters. You want to do letters, or
we can? And coming
you
up,
want to do something else?
Well, we can do that, but tease what's coming up. I went on my Instagram because it's the holidays and we've got a couple more weeks before Christmas. And I know when your kids are in elementary school, you get the teacher a present, but something happens when your kid enters middle school and high school. We just kind of stop giving the teachers presents. And I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's like it was just we always did it. But then as she gets older, it's like, well, you've got so many teachers, you're changing classes. And I think, the middle school students, teachers and up, they kind of get screwed. So I've heard people say before, like Living with Landon that I follow.
They get screwed.
They do. She said, listen, I've talked to teachers and every one of them tells me all they want is wine. I'm like, well, not every teacher wants wine. You're kind of taking a shot, in the dark, assuming that they're winos or wine enthusiasts. So I went on my Instagram and I asked teachers, what do you want for Christmas?
Wow.
And I got a lot of different
Did you
answers.
get a lot of responses?
Got a lot of responses.
Okay.
A lot very similar responses and some interesting ones that might spur some ideas for you to remember the teachers. Even in, that made me think I need to do something for Emma Kellie's high school teacher. She has some, at high school, that's tough. They got to put up with a lot of crap
Seems
from our
like
kids.
you want to give the teachers of the older kids more than
You would.
the teachers of the little kids.
But you do it when the kids are young because there's Christmas parties and there's your room mothers and there's opportunities. And when they get to be in high school, there's not that, I guess, social pressure to bring a gift for the teacher.
The way I see it, when the kids are young, you're trying to teach them also, kindness and do something for your teacher who's doing a lot for you. So you're more apt to do that when the kids are really small.
Well, I'm going to find out how many teachers Emma Kellie has, get all of their names, and I'm going to use some of the suggestions I got to gift her teachers this year.
Well,
but we'll get to that in a minute.
You'd think that when they get older, they would know that they should just probably give their teacher a gift.
It's not the kids that are doing it. Emma Kellie will come to me and say, I have one teacher that she, one teacher she really loves. So just because it's her favorite teacher, that's the only one that should get a present. What about the other teachers that are teaching the hard subjects that are difficult, that they're maybe a good teacher, but Emma Kellie doesn't like that class, so the teacher gets screwed?
What if the teacher
because she's teaching calculus?
Well, what if they're a real hard ass? Would you want to give them a gift?
They're still, maybe that would change their attitudes if they feel appreciated.
Okay.
It's very cyclical. It's sort of like, you won't read my email unless I look at your Instagram. Which comes first? The chicken or the egg? The email or the Instagram? The happy teacher or the present? Which comes first? We'll get to that after Alan reads some letters.
The chicken came first from the lizard's egg. Okay, here are a couple of letters. Just two quick letters here. The first one's from Marcy. Hey, Kellie and Alan. Heard y'all complaining about fluffing your Christmas tree.
Yeah, I hate it. I really hate it.
Fluffing or shaping, I think, is
Making the branches that have been all bunched up in the box for 360 days or whatever. Because it's not quite a year.
Just FYI, I bought one at Sam's that is a fluff-free tree. Literally, take it out of the box and set it up. No fluffing, no wire connecting either for the lights, and bam, dunzo. Merry Christmas. Marcy, one of your very best customers.
Well, Marcy, I appreciate it. Is it a 9-foot pencil tree? Because that's what we're having. That's the parameters we're dealing with.
Kellie, guys, I'd say in the 5 years have we been married 5 years?
This July will be 5 years.
Yeah. In the 5 years of marriage, I think Kellie
Almost.
has bought about 10 Christmas trees.
Not true.
That is true.
Maybe 3.
That's a low number.
Maybe 4. I don't know for
More,
sure.
greater.
Let me tell you why. My last house that I bought before I met Alan with the intention that I would probably marry a man. I was buying that house with intention. I wanted to get remarried. I'd probably marry a man at this stage of life who come to the relationship with children.
And then here comes this bozo.
And you came with more children than I was expecting, and the house wasn't big enough. But it had a giant, those tall ceilings. So I got a giant tree. How tall was that? A 12?
No, babe. Those were 20.
No, my tree. Was that a 12-foot tree?
Yeah, I think it was.
That a 12-foot tree.
Yeah, but the ceilings were over 20 feet.
But the ceilings were,
Yeah.
so it did not look, I could have gone bigger, but I don't want to be up there killing myself trying to decorate it. If you want to see a big tree, does anybody follow Melissa Rycroft Strickland?
Oh.
Former Dallas Cowboy cheerleader, former star of The Bachelor, former Dancing with the Stars winner. Her tree is ridiculously
She
tall.
had to decorate the top of the tree, which is as big as our tree. She had to decorate that on the ground and then take it up there and put it on top of the tree.
On like one of those scaffolding
Scaffold.
things. That's
Yeah.
how, but she goes for it. And I
Oh.
love her for that, but
Yeah.
I don't want to do that. So anyway,
Me either.
Moving into the new house that's big enough to accommodate all of our kids and, give them all, they were literally 4 kids sharing one bathroom. It wasn't working. And plus the girls were now teenagers and now we've got a boy that's a teenager. It wasn't working. Moved to this house, the ceilings are much lower. And the only place to put this big, huge tree is sort of in our foyer.
Huge.
And Alan hated it. He's like, I don't like walking around it. It's in the way. And it was awkward when
It's
it
in
came.
no man's land.
It's in no man's land. It's like in a passage.
It's in a
from the
hallway.
Yeah, it's like, it's not even a hallway. It's just like the pass through from the foyer to the main area.
Yeah.
And Alan's like, I hate it. So got a pencil tree that's 7 foot tall. And it's too short for the other area. So we have to set it on top of a box. So we've
Is
got a
that
tree.
my tree I had in the compartment?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a tree sitting on top of a box and it looks stupid. It looks stupid.
Your mom set a tree on top of something?
My mother has a tabletop tree that is meant to be on a tabletop. There's a difference between a pencil tree that's too short for the room that we put on an empty box that we had stuff shipped to us from Amazon.
It's no.
And if somebody-
It's the reindeer box.
If somebody tips that tree the wrong way,
don't
we're
even
going to have a disaster.
Don't even touch that tree.
We're going to have a disaster.
That some bitch is falling.
So I'm looking at, I was like, we cannot do this 2 years. We did it 2 years in a row. I said, I can't do this a third year. So I measured and we can go to a 9-foot tree. That's as tall as we can go. And I ordered one.
Are you going to fluff this tree?
No.
So I'll be the fluffer.
You are in charge of this from now on.
Yeah.
Getting the tree down from wherever you store it.
And then fluffing it.
Erecting the tree.
I know how to fluff.
And then fluffing the tree. And then I will take it from there.
I will fluff it so much.
I want every branch to be as fluffed and perky as you want it to be.
It'll be fluffed. It'll be perky.
Because I ain't doing it.
And it'll stand tall.
I don't know why I have such an aversion to it. I hate it.
You hate what?
Fluffing the branches. So what I do is I just throw so many ornaments on there. You can't see the branches hardly anyway.
Fluffing is one of the most important things you have to do to prepare.
Your Christmas tree.
Your Christmas tree.
Well, I know what you're trying to do, and I'm not
Try
going
what?
there with you.
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
Talking about the Christmas tree in honor of Jesus' birthday.
Yes.
Stop it. So go to your next letter. But I appreciate your suggestion about the non-necessary, non-fluffy tree. That's great at Costco, but I'm afraid we're stuck with what we've got.
One of our live studio audience members just posted a message on our technological screen. It says, quote, this is from Wheezy, one of our very best customers. It says, quote, I love fluffing. No one can do it like I can. End quote.
Well, you should hire yourself out and be a professional Christmas tree fluffer because
or just a professional fluffer.
Stop it. Alan was saying something. I wish we could just hire somebody to do all this decorating. I'm like, you can. They make it look so fun on the Hallmark movie channel. They make it look so fun. Everybody's so festive and cheery, and they're drinking cocoa and eating homemade cookies and making gingerbread houses. And I'm like, do you people have jobs? Do you have kids to get to soccer practice and laundry to do? I don't want to do all that. If I could, I would pay for it, but I'm also cheap. Listen, before Alan gets to some more letters, I'm all fired up. This is something that's become like a real issue to me. And I've been really, and Alan will tell you the truth. I've getting real weirded out about people getting into our business when we're online.
Sure.
It's true.
Always a concern.
If you've ever browsed in incognito mode, you know what I'm talking about? It's probably not as incognito as you think. And why would it be? Incognito mode, like the Chrome browser itself, is a Google product. And Google has made its fortune by tracking your movements online. There's even a $5 billion class action lawsuit against the company in California where it's accused of secretly collecting user data. And Google's defense on this? Incognito does not mean invisible. So how do you actually make yourself as invisible as possible online? I'm going to tell you how. Use ExpressVPN like we do.
ExpressVPN.
ExpressVPN. It turns out even in incognito mode, you think you're doing your best, but your online activity still gets tracked. And data brokers still get to buy and sell your data. And one of these data points is your IP address. Data harvesters use your IP to uniquely identify you and your location. That's why you get these customized. How do they know this stuff? Because they know everything about you, including where you live. But with the ExpressVPN, your connection gets rerouted through an encrypted server and your IP address is masked. So every time you connect to ExpressVPN, you get a random IP address that's shared by many other ExpressVPN customers, and that makes it harder for these third parties to identify you and then harvest your data. I know that's a lot, but this stuff is really important, you guys. We have to start really a lot of us are like, oh, Big Brother, who cares? We've really got to start taking this stuff more seriously. And best of all, ExpressVPN is super easy to use. So no matter what device you're on, your phone, laptop, your smart TV, all you have to do is tap one button and you've got instant protection.
So if you really want to go incognito and protect your privacy, secure yourself with the #1 rated VPN. Visit expressvpn.com/sandwich and get 3 extra months for free.
Wow.
Yeah, that's expressvpn.com/sandwich. Go to ExpressVPN. Easy for me to say. Go to expressvpn.com/sandwich to learn more.
All right, very important. Thank you, ExpressVPN, for making me invisible almost.
Love ExpressVPN.
All right, read your next letter, and then I can get to what the teachers really want.
Okay, this letter is from Erica. Subject, after Thanksgiving thanks. Hello, Kellie and Alan.
Hello.
Alan, you're not chopped liver. Alan and Kellie. Juicebox here, a.k.a. Erica. Yes, you can use my name. I wanted to send a letter, not for myself, but for my grandma. Jan, my grandma, passed away the Sunday after Thanksgiving.
Aww.
But I'm not going to make this a sad letter. My 2 sons, myself, and the rest of the family were able to spend Thanksgiving with her last week.
Oh, good.
She had some energy to sit down at the table and eat with us. She has been a major fan of the nationally syndicated Kidcratic Morning Show, and especially a fan of Kellie's.
Aww.
She told me she would be driving to the elementary school where she worked as a cafeteria server and laughing herself to tears from Kellie's rants.
Oh.
I showed her photos from our last podcast meetup at Oak, and she had tears in her eyes because she was so happy to see me smiling so much. She said I look just like my mom, smiling so big. She wanted me to tell the both of you, thank you for bringing back a smile to my face. Mm-hmm. She has seen me go through some trials in the last 4 years, from marriage separation to divorce to an abusive relationship and leaving that relationship. She said she was so happy to see me get back out in the world and show the gleaming light I am. And she says it's because I found confidence and hope from you too that I can find my Boaz. I was so happy to share this moment with her, especially when I had a feeling this would be her last Thanksgiving with us. I wanted to thank you for being the wonderful people you are, for sharing a part of your life with this podcast family, and a big thank you to all the friends we have made within the group. I can't even begin to describe the impact it has made on me for the last 2 years. Yes, I know I've been listening since quarantine, but I went back to the beginning. Oh. And I'm sure the whole podcast family is so grateful for this amazing experience that I pray it will continue on. Love you guys, and so thankful that I was able to share a piece of that experience with my grandma. Juicebox, a.k.a. Erica.
Erica, I'm sorry for your loss, but what a sweet, sweet relationship you have with your grandma. I'm glad you got to spend the last Thanksgiving with her. That's sweet.
Yeah, that is really, really nice that you were able to spend time with her there at the end. And humbled that she brought up our names, I guess,
It's very sweet. I know, listen, Alan and I, this isn't the best podcast in the world. Let's just be honest.
What are you talking about?
We're not the greatest podcast in the world.
Why are you throwing shade on my podcast?
But I'm saying it's the listeners that make it unique and different.
Sure.
And they're the ones, the sense of community. And a lot of them have become friends. Some of them that have never met face to face, they become friends online and in the chat rooms and stuff with our YouTube channel. And it's been really nice seeing that. I don't know if other podcasts have that same experience that we have, but it's been very nice, very sweet.
Yeah, I've said several times on this podcast, that's one of the most humbling things for me is that
fulfilling. Yeah,
that we have people who meet because of the podcast and then they end up being friends, or we meet and then we end up being friends. It's just amazing.
I'm looking forward to the first love affair, that romance. Have we had that yet? Where people have met?
Well, sure.
Who?
I mean, how many?
I don't mean hooking up.
How many?
I mean we're invited to the wedding.
Have I hooked up bad influence
That's
Jeff
not
with?
Because of the podcast.
Oh.
I'm talking about our podcast listeners that meet.
I think a few of them were podcast listeners.
Alan, you know what I'm saying.
No, I know what you're saying.
Anyway, maybe Alan will do another wedding if that's the case. Maybe I'll sing.
My officiant fee has gone way up.
Why? Because you don't want to do it?
No, I didn't say that. Demand?
Yeah.
All
right, well, listen, let's get to it's the Christmas season, and we've got just, people are getting their holiday budgets in order, and you maybe forgot about the teacher gift. Like I said earlier, when your kids are in elementary school, everybody gets the teacher a gift. But then when they get to middle school and high school, the gifts are few and far between for teachers, and they really do need our support. It's been a rough, especially couple of years for them, with the online learning and then getting back into a routine. And kids lost a lot of ground. And we just had another school shooting. It's just been devastating. And, I guess there's a sense of maybe lingering in the back of their mind. What if this is the day that it's our school? You never know. But anyway, I don't mean to go dark there, but I just asked, teachers, what do you really want for Christmas? And here's what I found out that got a lot of similar answers, some very unique answers. But here's the thing. Absolutely do not get a teacher a mug, a candle, or lotion. They don't want it.
That'd have been my top three picks. That'd have been my top three.
Exactly. This is what happens at Christmas time. You're shopping and you're like, oh my gosh, there's a number one teacher mug. Crap, got to get something for the teacher. You grab it and she's got another number one teacher mug.
But what if it's one of those mugs?
No more mugs.
Listen, what if it's one of those mugs?
No.
Okay.
That stays warm?
No. You hushed me, so I'm not going to.
They said no mugs.
What if it was one of those mugs filled with a candle? So you burn the candle,
no,
and then you have a mug.
You kept going until you got that out. No. And lotions. Interesting, right? So here's a lot of what the teachers said they want. Money, gift cards. Now, they gave a lot of, just not just a random gift card. They gave very specific examples of what gift cards could be used for. They said, even if it's just $5, because if you are buying from, well, not everybody has the money to go out and buy these expensive gifts for people. It's just the fact that they're being acknowledged, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we got, some teachers have Amazon wish lists. They have everything, and some of it is Amazon wish lists for things for their classrooms, and some of it's wish lists for themselves. They said, go look at our Amazon wish list if your teacher has that. And there's also, somebody said, a teacher pay teacher gift card. I don't know what that is, but if you're a teacher pay teacher, I don't know what that means. They like coffee gift cards. They're talking Starbucks. Uber Eats and DoorDash gift cards.
Oh, good one. Yeah.
Amazon, Target. I got a lot of just restaurants like Chick-fil-A or, just whatever restaurant you think they might like. Gift cards to liquor stores, which is a good idea because some teachers did say, we want wine, alcohol, vodka,
but you
beer.
can't bring booze to school.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
But that's really, I'm so glad you said that because whenever Landon and them say that and I walk in with a bottle of wine, I just thought, is that appropriate to walk in with that?
Wine, maybe,
and
but
plus,
you can't be rolling into school with a fifth of Jack.
Yeah, and thank you. I thought that was weird too. So a gift card to a liquor store where they can pick out what they want. Because what if you think, oh, rum. I love this rum. I know the teacher would like rum. You know who doesn't like rum? I don't like rum. And so if somebody brought me a bottle of rum, I'd be like, thanks for the rum. I don't drink it. So anyway, okay, so maybe a gift card to the alcohol or liquor store.
Hey, can I tell a Catholic Baptist joke real quick?
Go
Speaking
ahead.
of liquor stores.
Go ahead.
What's the difference between a Catholic and a Baptist?
The Catholics drink in church and the Baptists drink in private?
The Catholics say hello to you on the way out of the liquor store.
Oh. Baptists hold their heads down and clap.
Yeah.
Gift cards to Etsy. That's unique.
Okay.
You're also supporting small business by you doing that. Now, here's an interesting one. One of the teachers suggested giving a gift card to a school supply store. And then somebody else wrote and said, I don't want school supplies for Christmas. But I know teachers need school supplies. So that's kind of a hit or miss one. But if you give them a gift card to like Amazon or Target, they can get whatever they need there, right? Or Walmart. Someone suggested manicures, pedicures, massage, any type of self-care.
That's a
Go
good
take
one.
care of yourself. You're stressed. Go take care of yourself.
Little Elizabeth Arden Red Door Salon.
Groceries.
Groceries.
Like a Kroger or
Give
a
me
Tom
the spa,
Thumb.
man.
You'd rather have that? Well,
I don't know. Yeah.
And one teacher said flat out the best gift she ever received was an Uber gift card tied to a bottle of champagne. She said, I'll never forget that gift. So it was an Uber gift card, a bottle of champagne.
Would you rather have a gift card to K. Roger or a gift card to Elizabeth Red Door Salon?
The practical side of me would say Kroger.
Well, I'll take
but
I'll
I
take
love
the
a
spa.
massage.
I'll take the spa.
I love a massage and a facial. Okay, other suggestions. K-cups.
for
the Keurig.
Keurig.
You're assuming that everybody has a Keurig, and 90% of the time you'd probably be right. I've already told you about the wine, alcohol, vodka, or beer. Those were suggestions. This was unique. A sub for a day off. How do you... I guess you could arrange that go ask the principal or the office staff, how can I do that? Maybe you'd be the substitute volunteer. Is it as easy to do that? I don't know how that would work, but I thought that was a unique gift idea.
Okay.
Here, some teachers have had enough, and I think they were being a little, they were venting a little bit.
Had it up to here?
On what they want for Christmas. So here are some, I'm just going to read them verbatim.
Oh, these are the ones, verbatim. These are the ones that have had it up to here.
What one teacher wants for Christmas is, stop enabling your kids. If they didn't do their work, stop making excuses for them.
Wow.
That's what she wants for Christmas.
That's pretty salty.
Another one said,
tell us how you really feel.
A respectful, hardworking student that wants to learn. Hey, we got a bunch of kids. That's you know, it's just a generation. You do have the exceptions, but they just show up. They're on their phones half the time. I'm so shocked when Emma Kellie texts me during school. I'm shocked they're allowed to chew gum in school. What are they getting away with? It's crazy.
I don't know, man.
Somebody else wrote, work with your child. Help them with their homework. Another one said, I'd like a card of appreciation. Just a card from the parent. because a lot of them said they like sweet handwritten notes from the students. That's probably more for the elementary. One said they'd like a handmade ornament by the students. That's usually, I would think, more young.
Boy, this is interesting. The teachers are all over the place on what they want.
I'm telling you, it was all across the board.
Yeah.
Another teacher said, I'd like an apology for their terrible behavior and bad language.
Wow.
If you know your kid's been giving the teacher some grief, maybe go up there and have your kid apologize. Someone else said, for Christmas, I want them to start parenting your own child.
Yeah,
a lot of them put the parenting and the discipline off on the teachers.
Yeah,
Y'all handle that.
That's true.
And then here's one that I thought was really a good idea too. Write a letter to the administration praising me, because that makes a difference. When you write a letter to the principal saying, I just want you to know what a great job Miss Smith is doing teaching my kid science. My kid is excited in her class and does a great job. That looks good for them probably when it comes time when they're asking for raises and bonuses and things like that, if they have that in their file. So a letter of praise. So if you don't, let's say you're on a budget and you don't have $5, and I know a lot of people, that is a very real thing. It doesn't cost anything to write a letter of praise or a letter of thanks.
That's true, because in the corporate world, they have those programs where, you can anonymously drop a card in a manager's box, and then you're praising that employee. Mm-hmm. And in the teacher's world, I guess, the students don't do that, do they?
No, not really.
Not very often.
Not really.
And the other teachers wouldn't really do that. So if the parents aren't telling the higher ups, hey, this teacher's doing a great job, who's doing that?
I appreciate the extra effort they help with my child and things like that.
I mean, I know they get evaluated. Like, people come into the classroom and watch them.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But remember, above all else, no mugs, no candles, no lotions. And then one teacher said, if you are doing like a large group gift, that's usually when you have a classroom pooling together money. A large group gift, they suggested a spa gift certificate, because those are expensive. I mean, it's one thing to say I'm going to give my teacher a massage for Christmas, but massages can be like $100 or more. But if you pool together all the parents, she suggested that, or a necklace.
Just a necklace?
That's what she suggested. If you're doing a large group gift, do something nice, like maybe something they wouldn't necessarily buy for themselves.
Oh, okay.
Or if you're giving gift cards, I'll tell you a place you can get a good gift card. Rothy's. Teachers, teachers stand on their feet all day. Most of them do. They do a lot of standing, walking, running around for classes. They need to be comfortable. And ladies, when your feet hurt, you can't think of anything else. And I'll tell you, looking good and feeling great got a lot easier thanks to Rothy's. From their unbeatable comfort to the fact you can wash them, these shoes check off every box, and they're super cute. You've heard me talk about Rothy's best-selling Point. That's where I started, was the Rothy's Point. It's a comfortable flat. People magazine named the Point the best flat for their first ever style awards of 2021. But you know that Rothy's, they started there, but they make insanely comfortable sneakers, loafers, ankle boots, Mary Janes, and more. They keep adding styles. They keep adding patterns. They even have seasonal holiday patterns for Christmas. They have these fun tartan plaids and berry colors. It's really cool. And everything Rothy's makes is better for the planet. They've repurposed millions of water bottles into their signature thread that goes into every single one of their products in their shoes and their bags as well. Now, here's the thing. If you're watching us on our YouTube channel, Alan has his foot practically in my face because he's trying to show off his new Rothy's.
I love these.
They also have Rothy's for men.
Rothy's for men. Yes. Finally, they're here.
And for kids.
And for kids, too.
They do.
Babe, these are so cool. They're black with a white sole.
What'd you get, the sneaker?
Yeah, the sneaker.
And I got the loafer. I needed just honestly, the plain black Point is their most popular Rothy's, and I have the Point already in the red camo, but I just needed a plain black flat, and that's what I got. The loafer, love.
Babe, machine washable. Mm-hmm. You just throw these in the washing machine if they
look
get dirty.
Great, and they're durable. And how's the break-in period? You've been wearing them since you got them in the mail.
No break-in period. Just threw them on, and it was like I've had this pair of shoes for 5 years.
I will tell you this, and they tell you this on the website. If you're trying Rothy's for the first time, you might want to go up a half size. But I
went up a half size.
I didn't know that the first time I ordered, but the exchange process was so easy and hassle-free. And you talk about a quick turnaround. We just ordered our Rothy's and we got them like in
it didn't take long.
A couple days. So it's a great time for the holiday season. You take the guesswork out of gifting because Rothy's has something for everybody. Treat yourself or find that perfect gift for your loved one, for that teacher. Ultra comfortable washable shoes, bags, and accessories. It's a gift we know they'll love year-round for years to come.
And win the gift game this season with Rothy's shoes and accessories. Get $20 off your first purchase at rothys.com/sandwich with extended returns and exchanges through the holidays. That's ROTHYS.com/sandwich. Love our Rothys.
We got matching Rothys,
We got
babe.
matching Rothys. Look at that. Well, look how much bigger my foot is than yours.
Good.
Look at the size. Look at the
I like
size
that.
of that foot.
I like that.
It's a size 12.
In Rothy's, because you had to go up a half size.
Okay, well, my normal size is 11 and a half.
It's good to know. Good
It's a
to know.
substantial foot, isn't it?
Anyway, so hopefully that was an informative podcast. I know last
Oh,
week
wow.
Alan gave you
yogurt.
Well, we can talk some more. Alan gave you tips on, fire safety tips for Christmas, which was very helpful. I'm sure we've probably saved some lives on this podcast.
There was more than fire safety.
I don't remember anything else, but don't
Wow.
put your tree too close to the fireplace. Is what I
don't
remember.
listen to what I'm saying. You're always in that chat room, looking at the chat room. You don't hear anything I say.
I remembered you did fire safety tips and plants that are poisonous for your animals. I remember
Poinsettia.
one of them. Among them, there were like 5 you mentioned.
Marilys.
A balsam or something. I don't
Balsam.
remember. I don't remember everything.
Yeah.
I'm heavily medicated. And still floating high that Troy Aikman acknowledged my tweet and my Instagram post. It wasn't even a tweet.
Did you see the one he posted today?
No, I haven't seen it.
I tagged you in it.
I haven't seen it. I'm really bad about keeping up with social media lately. I'm
Well,
sorry.
you're missing out because he's posting some cool stuff.
I didn't even know that he had commented on my thing until you told me. I had to go look for it. See, I'm playing harder to get than Alan when it comes to Troy.
Oh, I'm just blah, blah, blah. Fanboy. Yeah.
I love that man.
Yeah.
Anyway, now what did he do today? What'd you tag me on today? What's the latest Troy update?
Well, he's got a new line of it looks like a new line of menswear.
Oh, I'm big enough to wear it.
No, I tagged you and I said, yeah, my man. And then I said,
you want me to buy it for you?
And then I said, at Kellie Raspberry, this would make a great Christmas gift for me.
Did he respond?
I haven't checked, but you need to check your stuff.
All right, I'll see what Troy's doing. What does it look like? Has he said what it is? Is it like athleisure?
Yeah, it's athleisure wear.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. It looked nice.
You gonna be getting some.
Because whatever he's buying or whatever
he's
God, why do I
selling,
screw that
I
up
don't
every
know.
time? Whatever he's selling,
I'm buying.
you're buying.
A lot of people feel that way about the Real Housewives. That's the thing about the Real Housewives of any city. As soon as they go on there, they immediately start thinking, okay, what product can I sell? And it's usually alcohol related, right? Because I think they all follow the Bethany Frankel model. By the way, one of the rudest human beings I've ever met. We meet a lot of people in radio, and they always ask us, who is the nicest celebrity you met? Who is the rudest? And it's always hard to pick the nicest because when they come in to our studio, they're usually promoting a product or they're promoting a movie or a song or something. And so they're always nice, right? The people around them tend to be kind of jerks sometimes because they'll come in and say, you can't ask Meredith about, her ex-husband or something. They'll give you this list of things you can't do, and don't touch them. They don't like to hug. And the celebrity comes in and they're like all hugs and stuff. It's like, whatever. But I just remember Bethany Frankel was the most dismissive. It was one of the worst experiences. She was so rude during the interview. She was checking her phone during the interview.
That's not
It's
cool.
like, why are you even here? And this is when she was just promoting her Skinny Girl line and was like going herself into Costco and Sam's Club and setting up shop. And she was just so rude. And you know what? But she does good deeds. She does charity work. So does that balance out her nasty disposition? I don't know. But another bad interview. I'm getting off on a tangent. Another bad interview we had was Heath Ledger.
Really?
Really a
What
bad
happened?
one. Kid didn't tell me he was coming in. And I don't always go into radio looking sunshiny, my sunshiny best. And Heath Ledger came in. He was promoting, I think it was called A Knight's Tale.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the one where it was
Yeah.
Chaucer's Fables and it was a musical? And so he was at the height. He was a hot guy, hot actor, and I came in. I didn't put my contacts in. I had my big glasses left over from the early 1990s. I didn't do my hair. I had no makeup. I was horrified.
Steve Urkel?
I was horrified. And here comes Heath Ledger. But he was intensely private. And I think when somebody is that, he and also Joaquin Phoenix, they're the worst people. I mean, may Heath Ledger rest in peace. The worst interviews. They didn't want to be there. They're shy. They're evasive, very private. And he's sitting there and he's doodling and like not even looking up when kids trying to ask him questions. So I don't know why I cared what I looked like. He wasn't looking at me. And it was just like, it wasn't a good experience. And we're left with a bad taste in our mouths because you've got this artist that's painfully shy, but you got to get out there and promote your project. But it's like, you know. And Joaquin Phoenix was such a nervous wreck. He refused to talk to us one-on-one. We had to do like a round table with him. And he was promoting, I think, the Johnny Cash movie at that point. I think that's what he was doing. And he was walking around pacing and smoking the whole time like a nervous wreck. And it's like, well, this was fun, you know? Well, but then you have a great interview like somebody like John Travolta, who was truly one of the nicest interviews ever. So when he was going through all of his scandalous stuff, we felt very protective of him as a morning show.
Lewd?
We didn't want, it was all that stuff coming out about him, you know, making out with his pilot and stuff like that.
Whoa.
Yeah, men were accusing him of being very lewd. And we didn't go there. We just kind of were like, he's such a nice guy and he's been so kind to us.
Yeah.
We don't want to jump down and jump on that bandwagon.
Well, that's not
I
y'all's.
don't believe in outing people who don't want to be outed.
That's not y'all's show.
That's not our position to do that. And so anyway, the way celebrities treat us when they come in, it does make a difference in how, you know, we would cover things about them. It's just the way it is.
Well, you know, a lot of creative people are kind of odd ducks.
They are. Artists are very interesting and emotional and just weird. I mean, a lot of them are just really weird.
Yeah.
You know, I enjoyed theater. I did some community theater and stuff, and I tried. I thought I could be an actress and stuff. I don't know if I would have made it if I'd really tried.
I've been in a movie.
I know, honey. I know.
I
wanted to be a sitcom actress.
Yeah, I know.
I wanted to be like Jennifer Aniston and Courtney Cox. That would have been my
I bet
dream
you could have if
I would have pursued it. And they don't.
If you had pursued it, I bet you could have.
They don't seem like weird artists, but maybe they are. I don't know.
Well, I didn't mean all artists are
like
weird. I said just a lot of them are.
Yeah, a lot of them are real weird. Oh. They're into their craft.
Yes.
They're actors.
Actor.
Yeah, I'm a method actor.
Actor.
But anyway.
Yeah.
Hey, if y'all want more behind the scenes stuff, just ask me if y'all think that's interesting. Maybe you do, maybe you don't.
Well, put that out on your Instagram. Evans, Raspberry, that's a good bit.
What am I putting on my Instagram?
Ask me about something, an interview I did years ago.
You've always wanted to know.
Yeah, something you wanted to know behind the
I'll
scenes or something. I bet you've got a ton of them.
I won't tell it. I can't tell everything.
Well, no.
Because, you know, some people deserve privacy, but stuff that I think is okay to tell, I will.
There you go.
I try to be respectful. Unless you're a jerk, Bethany Frankel.
Well, you're just calling it like you see it, babe.
She might be the nicest person ever, but I know she took about 8 years to divorce her husband, that Jason Hoppy, and they're still battling it out over their kid. Still, even post-divorce.
Jeez.
Gosh, ugh. If you liked her on Real Housewives of New York and on her Bethany Ever After stuff, and I don't know. She's just not my cup of tea.
I'm not familiar with her or her work.
Well, maybe a lot of our podcast family isn't either, and I've just wasted all of your time talking about that.
Well, that's okay, babe. That's what you're here for, is to talk. That's what we do on this podcast.
That's what you remind me. I talk a lot. My husband's been reminding me of that a lot lately.
That's not true. When have I said that?
Well, the beginning of this podcast, actually.
I know, it's a bit.
And retorted like 10 minutes into it when I was still talking.
Yeah. Well, you know, I just do that because, you know, we got to pay the bills, right?
Yeah.
Got to do that.
Yeah.
All right, babe. You got anything else?
No, I think I'm talked out.
Okay.
Hey, but one really quick aside. Mm-hmm. We're really loving the Year of Alan song.
Oh yeah.
And
that song's awesome.
I talked to Alan. I said we need to change the theme song of A Sandwich and Some Lovin'.
Wow.
Because there's that one little part of it that says, you know, grab a sandwich. I can't do it right now. And some lovin' or something like that. I said, there's got to be a way to make that into our show jingle. We can't make the Year of Allen our show jingle because the Year of Allen's about over.
Right.
But grab a sandwich and some lovin' with that music bed. My producer, Robert, from the Kid Craddock Morning Show.
Stop talking.
And Love Letters to Kellie, the podcast,
Love
is going to
letters.
work on that for us.
Love letters
Out
to
of the
Kellie.
kindness of his heart. He's not charging us, I don't think.
Well, I hope not, because he didn't budge on the price of that Grom.
But he also thinks it's a good idea for us to do a music video.
I'm with you on that, but babe,
I
that's
know.
a
That's
a tremendous project if
Well,
you're going to do it right.
But what we could do is just get a lot of past clips of us on vacation and doing things.
so
and
just B-roll it together.
Well, video. You could do a lot with your iPhone. It's great. And then they have the filters that make it look like film and stuff. We just don't know what we're doing.
Who's going to do that?
An intern. We can hire an intern and give them an A.
Bet sweet, clean Sin Galvan
She
to
might
do
know
that
how to
for
do
us.
it. I don't know how to
Or
do it.
the guy
Or
we
just put in an effort. Well, we have to pay him.
yeah, you remember the guy that shot the Emma Kelly and
He
Me
did a
video?
great
He
job.
did a great job.
See what he charges, but it's probably
My
a
man.
lot. Anyway,
All right, babe. Well, this was fun. Ready to yogurt out of this?
yeah.
I love you desperately.
Love you.
I love our listeners desperately.
y'all.
But we will do this again real soon. And in the immortal words of the great Keanu Reeves, life is good when you have a good sandwich.